there have been speculations that IPOB was responsible for the attacks, especially with the alleged chants of no Biafra, no election by the attackers. Governor Willie Obiano has revealed the identity of those responsible for recent killings in Anambra. According to him, the dastardly acts are being perpetrated by some desperate politicians who are ready to do anything to take over the state. There have been speculations that IPOB was responsible for the attacks, especially with the alleged chants of no Biafra, no election by the attackers in many incidents. But Governor Obiano, in an Independence Day broadcast in Oka, expressed the contrary. He said the forces behind the attacks have a target to scare voters and seize power in the state. Obiano's broadcast read in part, saying, "We are in a very critical period of our evolution as a free society. Almost every day, we witness events that test our patience as members of a sane society and are resolved as those charged with responsibility of providing leadership to our people. We are confronted by the sights of evil and the brazen display of callousness that is alien to our people. We see our brothers and sisters bleed to death from wounds inflicted by their fellow compatriots, and we are forced to ask ourselves, who is the enemy? Who is the enemy? For us in Anambra State, we have just stepped into a decisive moment. 37 days from today, Ndi Anambra will decide who will be their next governor. The approaching election has created strange desperation among the political class, leading to acts that are not inimical, that are not only inimical to the regime of peace that my administration has entrenched in our beloved state for 8 years, but also a threat to democracy. The deliberate attempt to eat up the system and create the impression of chaos in Anambra State is a ploy by desperate political leaders to wet the ground and provide a perfect alibi for electoral malpractices. We are aware of this plot and we shall resist it with all our might. Obiano said Anambra has been the safest state in Nigeria for 8 long years, and its people shall not allow some unconscionable politicians to turn Anambra into a theater of crime and absurdity. He said, the negative identity they are trying to foist on Anambra State shall not prevail. We shall rise together to protect our state, protect our communities, and defend our democracy. Ndi Anambra, November 6, 2021 is our date with destiny. On that day, we shall decide whether we shall continue a steady march into the promised land or turn around and head back to Egypt. But we may do well to remember that my team and I have changed the story of Anambra State in the past 8 years. Obiano listed some of his projects that have placed the state in an enviable position, to include a highly rated international cargo and passenger airport, the largest convention center in Nigeria, a brand new Oka City Stadium, 3 gleaming flyovers and 18 bridges, the Golden Tulip Agulu Lake Hotel, a thriving agricultural revolution, and solid education and health sectors. He added, my administration has laid a formidable foundation for the Anambra of our dream. We have endeared a great party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, to Ndi Anambra with a stellar performance. Therefore, we have no doubt that our people know where to vote on November 6, 2021. We all have a role to play to keep our dear state safe and ensure that the coming election offers Anambra State a chance to stay on the highway of greatness. We have a moral duty to come out in our members and cast our vote according to our conscience on November 6th, 2021. We never see, and so just like I've said before, IPOB, mind your language. Mind your language. You see now, this chant no Biafra, no election is what they are using. It is what they are using. You see? You see yourself? You see what they are using against you. You know that Uzodinma before now has said that politicians are behind all the atrocities going on in Southeast. But people don't want to listen to that. You see those propagandists, they are just putting out that narratives out there that it is IPOB, ESN, this and that, because of what, and people tend to believe them because of the kind of statement that comes out of your mouth. They are using it against you. I could remember then when Governor Uzodinma was saying that they arrested about 400 or whatever people. The majority of them, that 70% of them are not from Southeast. So what do you have to say to that? And now this morning is saying the same thing. You just be wondering, what has that got to do with them? What has that got to do with them? You know that IPOB has come out and said that they know nothing about all this rubbish. That politicians, all this assassination here and there, they are just political. They are political. Now he's saying it, but you see that this statement made by the governor of Anambra State, it will not go far, but people still want to heap it on IPOB. I know that the opposition APC party is responsible for all these killings, and the ignorant people are talking rubbish. Very true, but God Almighty will punish them all. You are very correct. So sad to hear the governor defending IPOB and alleging killing of police and civilians by politicians. So sad, governor. We are finished. So you can imagine, did I not tell you? All these ones, they are from they are not happy that the governor is saying the truth, because they just want it to be, all the nonsense happening in the north, they want a repeat of that. But these people are not like that. We are different. They are different. The people from the south are different from you people. You have a different mindset. So these northerners are not happy that the governor is revealing the people behind this whole thing. Just like I said, the statements made by this governor will not go far. It will not go far. They want a situation whereby they will say, yes, it is IPOB. Well, if care is not taken, you are involved since you know them. ESN, Ipob terrorists kill this innocent man. Why should they kill him? He's not a doctor. Is he not a doctor? Say what you know and stop talking rubbish. You don't know what you're saying. See, the governor has already said what the problem is. And yes, you don't want to believe him, because all of them are not even supporting IPOB in the first place. So how do you expect them to be defending them? Everyone knows what what is happening in Anambra is caused by politicians and not IPOB. My opinion is that killings are political, given the personalities killed recently. Dr. K1LL1NGS, killed few days ago, may not be a well-known politician, but his son is. Really, the second killing was the police escort and driver of a governorship aspirant who was abducted in that incident. We all know that what is happening in Anambra State is a pure political killings by the evil APC political party. IPOB na person name. Thought you want to mention names. Didn't you hear the killing is political? What again do you want? IPOB, you must be careful. In your utterances, you must be careful.